It has been a little bit since I've ranked the Batman Arkham villains, and on today's video, we are going to be doing a Batman Arkham villains tier list. So as you can see right here, we have a tier list that goes awesome villain, good villain, okay villain, bad villain, not a villain. So I'd add a couple of these tiers in myself. Now, from what I've gathered just by looking at this, it's not like a game-to-game version, or some of these are game-to-game versions of specific villains. I had missed certain ones, like there's Batman Arkham Asylum's Joker, but I'm not like when I look through here, I'm not seeing. I see Batman Arkham Origins Joker, right? But I'm not seeing Batman Arkham City. So this might be missing some. But the way I'm going to go off this, I'll go off the villains that don't show a repeat as like their villains throughout the series. So there may be some here, but we're just going to have to go off of what we got. It might be unfortunate. It kind of is what it is. But we're not going to waste too much of your time. We're going to get right into this. Starting off with Bane. So Bane throughout the series he was really good in Batman Arkham Origins, but there's a Batman Arkham Origins Bane down here. If we don't go just off Batman Arkham Asylum, he wasn't really a villain. He was a bad villain. He was essentially an additional Titan boss battle. He was. I know people are gonna say, well, he wasn't because of no, he was. He was just another Titan boss battle at the end of it all. Frank Bowles, not a villain. Not really. He hit Jim Gordon. I think everybody's had their chance to hit Jim Gordon at this point. Pause. Not a villain at all. Two-Face? Two-Face is like a laughing stock. I gotta be honest with you. Two-Face is a laughing stock in the Batman Arkham community. He got absolutely mogged on by Catwoman. Like, and as well as Batman at the start of Batman Arkham City. You know, Arkham Knight, he has like that bank robbery side mission, which is a good side mission, to be fair. That is a good side mission, but I wouldn't say that Harvey Dent is like an amazing villain, but he was better than Bane in Arkham Asylum, so I have to put him an okay villain. And I have a feeling that that's where a lot of these villains are going to be going. Harley Quinn. If we're going just based off Batman Arkham Knight, she was, I don't know, her being in the leading role just didn't suit her for some reason. Like, she does a better job when she's like the secondary, when she's doing whatever Joker tells her to. She suits that role a lot better. Taking charge of an army really is not her thing. I don't know. I didn't think she was great. I thought her DLC was poorly written. Bad villain. Who is this guy? Is that like one of those cops from, is that Brandon from Arkham Origins? Is that who that is? Um, Bad villain. I gotta be, like, I don't know. I understand his goal was motivational. It was to show corruption within the police force, but he really wasn't a threat. We never saw him again. Is this Johnny Charisma? Is that his name? He's Johnny Charisma, and then Christina Bell, and then you got Albert King. Yeah, so Johnny Charisma, not really a villain. I mean, he was just corrupted by Joker's blood, and I could put all these people in here. They act like Joker. They're funny, but they're not villains, really. Like, they don't really cause a lot of harm. Wherever Albert King is, he's kicking around here somewhere. I know you guys are staring at the screen right now going, he's right there, what are you doing? But for some reason I can't find him on my screen, even though he's sitting right in front of me. I know he's right here. Hold on. There he is. I don't know why that took me so long to find him. But, yeah, no, these three, not really villains, I gotta be honest. Scarecrow from Batman Arkham Knight. That's interesting. I think that he did his role. He fulfilled his role. He did exactly what he was there to do. He wasn't there to end Batman's life. He was there to try to make people see that Batman is just another human being. He was there to expose Batman, his identity, and his fears. And I think he did that. I think he was a good villain. I think he's a bit of an underrated villain. And the thing that keeps him back from being an awesome villain is the fact that he kind of got overshadowed by the Arkham Knight. Who's the Arkham Knight? His identity. All that. The Calendar Man, not a villain. Not really a villain, come on, let's be honest. Anarchy, I actually liked Anarchy, and I wish he got utilized in Arkham Knight. His story in Arkham Origins was really good. His whole idea is essentially being a vigilante, kind of trying to take out corruption, but doing it in very vicious ways, even if it harms innocent people. And he may be an extremist. He's not a villain in the sense of, oh, I love doing evil things. No, he's someone with good intentions and really young, but he has a lot of anger to him. And I think if he was able to control that, he could be a good ally to Batman. But I would say he's a good villain. He wasn't evil, but he was still causing harm and putting innocents in danger. So he was a good villain, I would say. Quincy Sharp, not a villain. He's not a villain. Batman Arkham Origins, Deathshot. Deathshot? Or Deadshot. I don't know what I said, Death. Deadshot. Yeah. No, his boss battle in Arkham Origins was really good. That little crime scene investigation side quest was really good. I would say he was a good villain. He's not quite awesome, but in my opinion, has a top 3 or top 5 boss battle in the Batman Arkham franchise. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Man-Bat, his side mission was kind of cool. I wouldn't say it was like, I would say he's a bad villain. He's not really a villain. You could put him in not a villain category too. I wouldn't disagree. Black Mask and Arkham Knight, bad villain. You literally just got mogged on by Jason Todd. Batman Arkham Origins Bane, awesome. Like, he's an awesome villain. I have to put my hands up to this one. From start to finish, he was epic, right? The boss battle on the rooftop was amazing. I loved the boss battle in the Panopticon, and I loved TN1 Bane more than anything else. And he was really well written, he was really intelligent, and Arkham Origins did a great job with explaining the reason why Bane is a moron. It's because of the whole TN1 stuff. Poison Ivy from Batman Arkham Knight, she's not a villain. She actually helped save Gotham, so not a villain. This is one of the Abramovich twins. He's kind of fun to play against. Bad villain, though. Not a great villain. Mr. Freeze from Batman Arkham Origins, Cold Heart, awesome villain. I love Mr. Freeze, man. Like, even though he's not a villain, he will still hurt innocent people if they get in his way, which does, by definition, make him a criminal, so he's an awesome villain. His boss battle in Arkham Origins was like a slightly less good version of Batman Arkham City, but I can forgive that because that was at the beginning of their careers. They grew up and, or not grew up, but they grew and they matured with time, and their boss battle became even better in Batman Arkham City. Deathstroke? I'll put him an awesome villain. His boss battle is top 3 boss battles in the Batman Arkham franchise, possibly, or top 5 at least. Electrocutioner, not a villain, bro. Just gets mogged out all the time. Riddler. So is this just Riddler throughout the franchise? Is there another Riddler in here? No. Okay, Riddler was a good villain. He was either awesome or good. It kind of depends on how you look at it. I'll put him at awesome just because of his consistency. His consistent work throughout the games make him an awesome villain. Black Mask, a bad villain. Bro just gets mogged on at the start of the game, then you fight him in like this DLC, but he's just like any other thug. Clayface, I'm gonna put him as okay. He's more of an actor. He's not really a villain. He's more of an actor where he just plays the role with whatever he has. But he did do a really good job of mimicking the Joker, right? That whole double Joker thing was phenomenal. The other Abramovich twin, I'm going to put him as a bad villain as well. They're not really villains at all. Scarecrow from Batman Arkham Asylum, I'm also going to put him in the good villain slot, but slightly worse than Scarecrow in Arkham Knight because the damage ultimately was mostly done in Arkham Knight. In Arkham Asylum, he had Batman afraid and have him hallucinate, but he didn't do nearly as much damage to Batman's reputation and his well-being like he did in Arkham Knight. So I have to put him slightly below, but he was still a really good villain. Joker, he's the best villain of the franchise. I don't even need to explain. The Arkham Knight. Okay, this is where this conversation gets a lot more interesting, right? I think this kind of comes down to... First of all, it depends on whether or not you watch the trailers before the game. If you watch the trailers before the game, then yes, it will spoil it for you. It will make him a bad villain. And the other thing that makes him a bad villain is the fact that he has chances to kill Batman. Like, he does, right? Like, when he shoots him in the rib, you remember when he shoots him in the rib? I forget where he was in that point of the game, but when he gets on top of Batman, he shoots him in the rib. He could have just killed him right there. That's what villains, they really just annoy me through and through. I'm going to say he was an okay villain. His boss battle was pretty cool. I think it's underrated. Deacon Blackfire, bad villain. Or not a villain. Mad Hatter, I don't care. I'm going to put him as okay. He was consistent. Batman Arkham City's side mission was okay. Batman Arkham Origins was a bit better. And Batman Arkham Knight was actually kind of cool in that Season of Infamy DLC. So I think he's an okay villain. He's consistent, but not as good as someone like the Riddler. So I'll put him at okay. Hugo Strange. Hugo Strange is like a lesser version of Scarecrow from Arkham Knight. Because he knows Batman's identity, right? He has more dangerous information than what Scarecrow had. And he didn't even utilize it. He literally just threatened to use it if Batman tried to stop him. And when Batman tries to stop him, he doesn't do anything about it. I'm going to put him as an okay villain. He gets overshadowed by the Joker blood plotline stuff. Firefly. I'm gonna say he was an okay villain. His boss battle in Arkham Origins was relatively cool, but he's an idiot. I don't know, he's not much of a threat. Simon Stagg, he's a bad villain. Not really a threat. Victor Sass from Cold Call Killer. I'm gonna say he was a good villain. He had one really good side mission, but he never reappeared again. He didn't reappear in Arkham Origins. He didn't reappear. He technically reappeared in Arkham Knight in like a still shot frame when we were figuring out where the Arkham Knight took Oracle, but he wasn't in the game. Like there was no mission of him. Poison Ivy from Arkham Asylum. Bad villain. I don't know. Didn't really do much. He actually kind of helped us figure out the antidote for the Titan. Hush. Hush would have gone an awesome villain if Arkham Knight had went the right way, but I have to put him as a good villain, right? Because he the mission was literally just revolving around money. That was the entire goal from the jump, was money. And like that's all the side mission was in Arkham Knight. I just wish there was more substance to it. I wish it would have been at least some sort of revenge plot story. Joker from Arkham Origins. You know what? This is the best one in the franchise. Right. Mark Hamill is the best voice actor, but the Joker that is in Arkham Origins is the best Joker because it tells a really good origin story, which you can argue is really easy to write because there's so many different directions you can go, but when you have to keep it like within a canonic timeline, I don't really know if that's a fair way to go about it. Killer Croc is that from Batman Arkham City, or is it just Killer Croc in general? I'll put him as an okay villain. He's got a good boss battle. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna put him an okay villain. He's got a good boss battle in Arkham Asylum, or Arkham Origins, excuse me. A relatively good one in Arkham Asylum. Not really a boss battle, but it's kind of creepy. I'll put him as okay. Actually, no, I'll put him as good because he does also have a boss battle in Arkham Knight. Then we got Shiva. Shiva's boss battle, it's not bad. It's okay. I'm gonna put her as an okay villain. She only appears in the one game, and then we never see her again. I can't even tell who that is. I gotta be honest with you. Is that Mr. Freeze? I literally don't know. If that's Mr. Freeze, I'll put him an awesome villain, I guess. Yeah, I'll put him an awesome villain. I think that's Mr. Freeze, but let me know if I'm wrong. Let's see. Killer Croc from Batman Arkham Origins. Again, good villain. Good villain, I would say. Ra's al Ghul, awesome villain. Awesome. Like, as you can see, like, I have a pretty high standard for what counts as an awesome villain. Penguin was an okay villain, but I just wish he did more. He was kind of just all annoying talk, but never really did any action. Oh, there's Mr. Freeze there. Oh, so that must be Mr. Freeze from Arkham Knight. Well, either way, they're all... Actually, no, I'm going to put the Arkham Knight version down to good villain. But Arkham City and Arkham Origins can stay at awesome. I don't like Copperhead. I don't like her at all. She's an okay villain. I don't like her boss battle. It feels like they took the annoying parts of the Ra's al Ghul one and molded it into a boss battle of its own. In Pig, I actually like Pig. I'm gonna put him as an okay villain, but he's a good villain, but he's only in the one game. I do like his side mission a lot, but as a villain, not really much of a threat. So guys, this is the tier list I came up with. I was relatively harsh on this one, but that's because my standard of what makes an awesome villain, you gotta be really stand out. You really gotta stand out, right? You gotta be like a Joker type, a Mr. Freeze type. These guys stand out in unique ways, right? The Riddler was just consistent throughout the entire franchise. Ra's al Ghul put up an amazing boss battle. Mr. Freeze's boss battles were epic, right? The Deathstroke boss battle was amazing. That's why he's an awesome villain. Actually, the only thing that would maybe lower Deathstroke to good was his boss battle on Arkham Knight, because that was straight up terrible. But guys, let me know you guys' tier list. Who would you put where? What would you change and why? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.